Hey everyone, Elizabeth Rose here, bringing you the numbers. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, all about housing. So, starting off, Mortgage Bankers Association came out today stating that purchases are down 3%. Well, not to be alarmed because we know that purchases are way up. It's just that financing transactions are down by 3%. We're seeing more cash buyers. Last year, 17% of all buyers were cash. This year, we're looking at 25% as of this month. So that does make a difference in that overall number that the Mortgage Bankers Association is measuring. And as far as home prices, CoreLogic came out yesterday with their index. And now this index is for April, so they're a good 30 days behind. Home prices are up 2.1% during the month of April. But here's the wow number. They are up 13% year over year. And it's just unbelievable. In March, from March to March, so when I say year over year, that means April to April, March to March, from one year to the next. So in March, it was 11.3. April, it was 13%. So incredible growth. Their forecast for May is just 1.1%. Now, that's not a year over year number, that's just the month, but that's the same thing they forecast for April. Their forecast for the whole year is 2.8%, so I'm not sure how they do their math. But 2.8 for the whole year, and we just had 1.1 in May. That was the monthly number. So kind of hard to see. The top metro areas, they weren't in DFW, but they were Phoenix, San Diego, and Denver, ranging from 21% to 14%. Those are some huge numbers they're putting up. CoreLogic also let us know that baby boomers are staying in their homes a lot longer than the previous generation. Now, I find this interesting because I think that the boomer generation is more mobile than the generation before them. They probably change jobs much more frequently than the generation before them. So it's just kind of surprising to me, but they're staying in their homes for a median of 13 years, and that's a 50% longer than the previous generation. Inflation, the other fun topic. Inflation came in last week hotter than expected. It was up 0.6% in April, but it was those year-over-year numbers that really looked ugly. It went from 2.4% to 3.6%. It's the hottest reading in 13 years, and it greatly exceeds the Fed's number that they want to target, their target number, which is they want to be in the range of 2 to 2.5%. So 3.6 really, got some attention. Now, why is this important? Well, mortgage bonds have a direct correlation with inflation. And so as we see inflation move higher, we'll see mortgage rates move higher. Currently, we're moving sideways in a range that's really could have some breakout in either direction. It just needs a big news item to push it one direction or the other. We've got a jobs report this Friday coming out. Don't really think that that's going to do anything, but it might give us a hint as to where rates might go over the next few weeks. There are many forecasts out there that are saying that rates will move higher along with inflation during the summer as the economy heats up, and then it will cool off or level off once we are completely open for business, so to speak, across the U.S. So that's one forecast. But I think it's important as we see inflation moving higher and we see mortgage rates moving higher to revisit with some of our clients who have been pre-qualified. They're out there shopping for a home. They haven't won one yet, but they're still shopping, and we need to make sure that rate is either still good or we need to run the numbers for that slightly higher rate. And I'm talking about an eighth or a quarter. It's probably not going to be anything crazy. But we need to make sure that they're prepared in the event that they win a house, they get an offer accepted, and rates have moved higher. We don't want to be beating our head against the wall to, figuring out that, oh, they can't afford it now. So that's really important, I think, to stay on top of as we move through June, July, and August, and see what inflation is going to do, see what rates are going to do. And then the last number I wanted to give you was this figure on listings, because it's kind of crazy. When you look at listings from last year, we had a 40% ratio of listings to home buyers. And this year, same month, we are negative 53%. So I know we all talk about how there's no inventory and multiple offers and got to come with your highest and your best and, give them your firstborn child and, everything. It really is a huge swing from just a year ago. So it's not your imagination. It's just there are more buyers entering the market. There are less homes on the market. And one of the things that we do know is, from an inventory standpoint, builders just have not been able to produce. They're working their tails off, but they're not able to build fast enough. I know that there are some parts of the country that we're not living in, thank goodness, but their construction was shut down completely for about 6 months during COVID. So there was no construction at all, period. We've been very blessed here in the DFW market, but builders just can't catch up, and they haven't been able to catch up since 2009. When we look at the data from this current decade and compare it to the previous decade, builders just are not building the quantity that is needed to be able to satisfy the market. So that's part of the problem. And will they catch up? When will they catch up? Your guess is as good as mine. So just hang in there, like we're all doing. It's I know, a crazy world out there. Try to have fun. And if there's anything I can do to help you with your listings, with your buyers, to make sure that they're staying in the game and not giving up hope, I'm here to help, happy to help, and would love to hear from you. So that's all the numbers I have for today. You guys have a great day, and let me know if I can help in any way. Have a good one.